So, week 3, there's 3 weeks, actually long more than 3 weeks since surgery, and things have gotten really frustrating in that I feel a lot better. I feel like I could do a lot more, but you just can't do anything. You're kind of told to do nothing. And the body is kind of weird. So the pain that I had before surgery has completely gone, has completely been removed. The surgery obviously done its job. But I am left with all these other new pains, aches and pains and soreness and stuff that I suppose won't go away until you get back to actually exercising and doing activity. But yeah, really, really, really frustrating. A really tough week where you're just like, I'm doing everything I can do and you can't really do anymore, Gets a little bit annoying. So much so that I went into the shop yesterday with the intention of buying cat food. I went in for a box of cat food and I ended up coming out with an extra large box of Cocoa Pops, a box of Lindor chocolate, and 5 jam donuts. And I was like, just because I was feeling sorry for myself, and I was like, I'm going to eat that, don't care. Fucking sick and browned off it now, going to eat that as well. And I said I get a box of Cocoa Pops. And luckily, before I actually ate it all, I came to my senses, so I haven't actually opened the Cocoa Pops yet, but the Lindor chocolate's nearly gone, and the 5 donuts lasted about 15 minutes. But yeah, I can really see then how people, I don't know how people struggle all the time. I'm going through a short period of rehab, and hopefully in a couple of weeks and possibly a couple of months, all the pain will be gone and I'll be back to normal. But you kind of understand now, people come into the gym and they have ongoing pain in their back, or they have ongoing pain in their hip or their knee that goes on for months and months and months, and sometimes even years and years. Oh lads, I don't know how you stick it. And then you can't do anything, you can't do any of the things you like. You can't go for a walk, you can't go cycling, you can't go swimming, you can't go golfing, you can't go whatever. Sure, you be gone out of your head. No wonder people end up, getting down and then eating shit food and all that kind of stuff. So I think I can definitely understand, probably a little bit better, how people can really struggle when they've got issues and injuries, and how easy it is to fall into shitty habits and shitty patterns and that kind of thing. So it's a funny one. I suppose another poor pattern I would call it that I'm in at the moment is that I sleep late. I probably don't get up till 10 o'clock, half 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, which is really unlike me because my whole career I've been up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning to be at work, and then you're late home, so the amount of sleep you get is different. So it's a bit of a novelty for me for the last few months or even year, where I'm kind of like, oh God, I don't have to get up early, which was grand for a few months, but now it's kind of starting to play in my mind again, where I'm kind of like, okay, there's a bad habit that I've gotten into that I need to get out of again. But yeah, doing all I can do to try and get recover as quickly as I can, but I'm also really starting to understand how hard rehab is and how hard it can be for clients to come into the gym telling me stuff. Wow, didn't realise it'd be this tricky, but it is. So, just got 20 minutes on the bike as part of recovery. This is just such a nice day. I was like, I'd love to do something outside, but I didn't want to go I didn't want to go very long distances just in case the body packed it in and I was ending up having to come back. So yeah, feels great to get something done again, thankfully. One thing you should probably know about turbo trainers as well is that the back wheel gets shredded by the trainer. This way I haven't used this thing before. Well, I've used it a little bit, but the back tire should really be replaced every time you use it so that you don't shred your road tires. So I'll probably need a new road tire now for the back of that. But it'll probably be a few weeks before I actually get out on the road. But yeah, recovery progressing. Very frustrated last week, did nothing, but it is improved slightly. Back to see consultant on the 4th of May. Sorry, not the consultant, the consultant's physio. So he's like a dude who specialises in physiotherapy rehab for this particular injury or surgery. So yeah, really simple, just on 20 minutes. 10 minutes or a minute in high gear, minute in low gear for 10 sets. That's recovery. Great to be able to get back doing stuff though. So I'm back in the gym this evening. It is exactly 6 weeks today, Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, so it's 6 weeks from the day I had the surgery. And I was just in, well, I wasn't just in, I was there this morning. I went down to Limerick to meet up with the consultant's physiotherapist to see how I'm getting along, to which he said that, yeah, going along grand, it's improving okay, and that we can start back into resistance training, which is brilliant. Really missed it. I'm not allowed to run yet. Still not allowed. Can't play golf actually is one thing he said. Too much twisting and turning. Yeah. But yeah, really pleased, really happy that we can get back and do some stuff. So yeah, awesome. Really happy. Was very frustrating over the last couple of weeks, just because I felt like I was going over. Rehab was kind of simple enough stuff. So now I think, you know, probably be a bit embarrassing. I don't know if I'll record what weights or resistance I'm going to do now. It'll probably be a lot of empty bar stuff, but at least it's bar stuff. Yeah, so great to finally get back doing some stuff. But I was a bit surprised then when he said I couldn't play golf. He's like, no, you're looking at least 3 months before you can start doing that stuff. So although the recovery process is still continuing, it's a long way from finished. So that was a bit of an eye-opener. Although what he did say to me was that at 4 months, you should be back doing absolutely everything high voltage, all that kind of crack. He said even rugby players can go back onto a pitch after about 4 months and hit, you know, full-on contact. So I was like, wow. So if you were to look at that, I have 6 weeks of 4 months done. But what he did say is that you should be able to go into a gym and do anything you want without kind of expecting to get hurt, or you shouldn't be worried about it. So yeah, still a bit stiff and sore, but I think that's because I think the more movement I do over the next couple of weeks will actually help that. So good stuff, happy.